Hello and welcome to Bay Fundy Fortunes. My name is Natalie. I'm here to do the reading. I know it's late. Go back and look at a video that I posted the other day. It's titled We're Back. And it'll explain where I've been for the last month or so and why I haven't been around. So anyway, we're going in for Pisces for Pisces for the month of January 2019. At the end, I'm going to pull an extra card. That's going to be your surprise card. And that will be your reoccurring energy or theme for you, Pisces, through 2019. So let's get your shuffle up here. This is for always with Bay Fundy Fortunes. It's for your sun sign, rising sign, and your moon signs. These are general readings, which may or may not resonate with you. It's a 5-card spread. First card is your overall energy for the month. Your second card is your finances and wealth. Third card, your hearth, your home, your family, your intimate love. Fourth card are your challenges for the month of January. And your last card is your message from Spirit. Going to cut the deck. Oh, I'm sorry. I am sorry. I didn't ask Lilith. I didn't see what it was either. This is the general public reading for the sign of Pisces for the month of January in the year 2019. The top 5 cards this deck stands. Are these the cards that are meant for this general reading for the sign of Pisces? Yes or no, Lilith? A little bit more oomph behind that, please. It's a little better. Are these the cards that are meant for the Pisces January 2019 reading? Okay, thank you. That's good enough for me. That is good enough for me. It was funny because the previous reading I just finished it, and I told them, I said, Manifestor, the magician, he's coming up for somebody. And I said, because he keeps jumping out of the deck at me. And he's my favorite guy. He's the number 1 card. And I said, maybe be you guys, maybe not. But he's gonna come up for somebody. I can feel it in my bones. So I did their cards and cut them, and just what I did. And I turned the first card over and the whole bit. And it was the Manifestor, the great magician. Oh my goodness. What I got for you guys? Overall energy for January. The Hermit. A lot of deep thinking going on for you guys. For some of you, remember. It's a general reading. Finances and wealth, we're looking at 3 of Pentacles in recognition. Your next card, I usually pull this down. I'm sorry, guys. Your hearth, your home, your family, your intimate loves. We have the card of Death, which is all about transformation. Your challenges, should there be any? 10 of Wands. Responsibility. Card number 5, your message from Spirit. And it is the Page of Cups. It's all about imagination. And then I'm going to give a little quick shuffle. Going to cut. Take the top card. That is your mystery card for the overall theme or energy, whatever you'd like to call it. Here is your spread. All right. Are we back up here? Back up and running, baby. So, the very first card, the Hermit and Contemplations. This is for the month of January. the effects of it and the fallout will continue into further past January. Thinking things through. Making some you've got a lot weighing on your mind. You're weighed down with some very, very life-changing decisions. I'm hearing, do I continue to go through this? Do I make the conscious choice and say, this is what it is, I'll put up with this. I don't like this. And a part of you, it doesn't sit right. You're saying it's just wrong to do that. Life is too short to be in a situation where you don't really want to be, you don't agree with, or something along those lines. So this card finds you doing a lot of self-reflection, pulling off away from everybody else for a little bit, going into your own garden, just like somebody else that we all knew, to question and to contemplate. And it's good that you're doing that. It shows the universe that you're very conscious of what you put out, you get back. What you're given, you put back out. You're very aware of that. You're trying to do things right this year. You don't want any mistakes, any mishaps. You want to think before you speak. That's a big thing. Once something's out there, you cannot get it back. You can't take it back. And yet you really can't make up for it. It's done in the heat of passion, heat of the moment. But you're going to be needing some time alone, Pisces. Time alone is needed when this card comes up. Allow yourself to be led and guided by your inner self, your inner light, your inner presence. Your intuition, your connection to the universe, your umbilical cord. Let yourself to be led and pulled where you need to go. Ask the universe to do this for you. Help me. Guide me. Give me wisdom. Bring wisdom to me so I make the right decisions and the right choices. But this card, other people would see you from a distance and they would think they're pulling away. That person, why are you pulling away? Why are you secluding yourself? Why are you never available anymore? It isn't that. You've got more important things that are weighing on you. You want big changes. Whatever was going on in 2018, you want big changes in 2019 to whatever that's applicable to. I don't know. Everybody's different. But you're just going to be more alone during the month of January. And it's to think. Find the answers that you seek. Let your intuition be your best guide. You'll probably find your answers through that, using your gut. Not rhyme, not reason, not logic, all the intelligent, smart things. No, this is all based on intuition. Know yourself on a much deeper level is the advice of the card. Keywords are thoughts, retreats, travel, solitude, seclusion, and protection. That's your overall energy. So some deep stuff here going on for you guys. And for some, it'll carry in through past January into February. This could be an ongoing theme as well for 2019. Can you believe it's 2019? Somebody told me when I was 10 or 11, it'd be 2020, you're still kicking around. Really? No, I'm like, geez, I'd be old. Yeah, I am. Old isn't pretty. There's aspects of old that are beautiful, but I don't know. People would beg to differ, I'm sure. I really don't give a damn. I figured I earned every wrinkle I have, and I have. So what? It gives more character, right? Right, that's it. Three of Pentacles, recognition. And what I heard when I first turned this card over was acknowledging that you get what is rightfully yours. What's rightfully coming to you, reaping that. Getting other people to realize You're not walking away without the reward. You're not letting there's a situation and you're not letting the other side take it all. You're getting what's rightfully yours. You're not going anywhere until you do. It's also, a holy trinity as well, with the threes. And threes are all about really high activity. But there's money in question here, and you are demanding your due share, right? You're not walking away empty-handed. You've invested a lot of yourself into this situation. So this is affecting your bottom line. You're going to be getting, you are going to be getting some money. All right, you will be recognized. You'll have a good argument. It'll take you over that doubtful part, and where I know this is mine and I have a right to this and I want it. That's good for you. But you are going to be getting money. This money is going to also, this money could bring stability to your life, enough that it brings stability. There could be, this could have to do with property, and I mean like property, like a piece of land with a building on it, a home on it, a business on it, but it's property. It's owning something that is going to, looks like it's going to be released, up for sale, bought, purchased, and you're there with your hand out too, and you have to be. All right? Don't leave anything to chance in this situation, forever this is meant for. And by property doesn't mean just land, but that's what came to me, but it can mean a lot of different, vehicle, I don't know, something small, Finding a balance this month as well. And creating some order to your life. You want order, you want familiar. You want to know what you're doing tomorrow. But your keywords are foundations, building that foundation and growth. You can build a foundation, and yes, it makes you stationary. You're in one solid spot. That's what this foundation's all about. You're not done growing because you've gotten there. You build onto it. Whoops. You build onto it. You make it bigger. So that's a French blood in me. The hands are going all the time. But this is a wonderful card for you. You're going to be okay. You're getting what's rightfully yours, what you're due. You are getting it. That's for your finances. Now we have some big changes coming in the house, in the home, in the family structure, the things that are closest to you in a personal, intimate way. This is about transformation. This is about relationships changing status. This is about how many heartbeats are under that roof. That's changing for some of you. It's people moving in, people moving out. Young people going out on their own for the first time. This sort of a thing. And the very meaning of death means that something has to end completely, forever, in order for something new to slide in to take its place. Everything has an expiry date except spirit. Everything has an expiry date. We all have expiry dates. Whatever we are to each other, daughter, son, mother, father, husband, wife, those relationships have expiry dates. There'll come a point where one will no longer be with the other. One is left behind while one moves on. Most times, right? There'll be some of that going on within the home. There's some changes taking place within the home for some of you. Some within relation. These are your closest. These are your closest things, closest people. It could be, as I said, it could be a marriage ending. The ending of being single and becoming married. It works that way too. Like I said, it doesn't have to be all bad stuff. I always tell a little story with this card in particular. This is a fishing dory. And you can see she's pretty raggedy looking. Very, very raggedy looking. There's holes in the nets in the bow and the stern. The sides all rotted out of her. And one time she used to carry, very strong and very proud, across the seas, the men and the fishermen to fish their wares, to make their money, to feed their families. And one day, Half a dozen of them stood on shore and they watched her sink out in the bay. And she sunk. They said, she's dead in the water now, boys. Let's go. Let's get to her. We got to get a new one on the go. She's dead in the water. Served us well. And there she went. She wasn't dead at all. She never died. She just used up her purpose for what she was brought and created for. And in this picture here, she's been repurposed. Her very hull makes a safety haven for other marine life from predators. Some make their homes in there. They feed off of it from the plankton. And there's a multitude. Look at the variety here. A sea of sea life. There's everything. There's coral that's growing. It's beautiful. There's big fish, little fish. But it's a transformation. It doesn't always have to be bad. It just shows a lot of changes coming up for quite a few of you within your private life. And that's about all I can say about that right there. Your next card is the Ten of Wands and responsibility. These are your challenges. All right. This is usually called the Overwhelm card. Again, we've got yeah, okay. So, death is an ending. The same with tens and tarot. Tens are all about things that end. Complete endings. We're talking complete, finished, over. No redos, no going back, no changing. It's as final as death. Just like the death card. It's as final as death. Changes that are coming. Completing something. Maybe you've been saving for your own business to start your own little store somewhere of some kind, specialty boutique. The time has come, the end of the saving is stopped, and you've got the money that you need. So that ends so that you can bring in something new to take its place. But it's a big responsibility, and you're realizing that. You may have times, you might have a false start, but you'll get there eventually. You'll have times that you'll doubt what it is that you're doing over 2019. You're headed in the right direction, but it does not happen overnight. You are no more going to get away with all that than anybody else would. You've got to pay your dues. Put the time in, put the struggle in. Make a plan. Always make a plan for tomorrow. Also setting boundaries, not just for other people, but for yourself as well. You know yourself better than anybody else. And you know what's good for you, Susie and, Johnny. You know what's good for you. You're conscious. You have a conscience. You know what's not good for you, what's bad for you, that doesn't serve you well. This is where you grow up. This is a time to mature. And you say, this is going to hurt. This is something I have to do. And that can apply to so many different things in daily life. It's different for everybody. But you will feel overwhelmed. Like maybe you'll be thinking, did I take on too much? What was I thinking? Everybody gets like that. I get like that. I get overwhelmed with the channel and the readings, and it's like, oh my God, what have I done? It's too busy. It's too crazy. But I can't handle it. It's my calling, so I get pulled back in again, right? Some of you be feeling some pressure at home, and it's not really, really, really bad. It could be just people clashing. Your schedules are clashing. One person's trying to rest, the other one's making a lot of racket, maybe doing dishes of the dishwasher going, or washing by hand, clang, clash, boom. Someone's trying to rest, the timing's off. One is sleeping, one is, and it's who ate my yogurt? Who ate this? Who ate that? It's little things, but they're not going to blow up. Sometimes it's the little things that break the camel's back, the little straw, right? Not in this case. These are just little tumbles and ruffles in the water, the little waves. Nothing to be concerned about. If anything, it helps everybody within the home grow. And you learn to have respect for each other because you have to hold back a little bit. Holding back shows that you're showing respect to everybody else rather than just letting it go on everybody, because that's not right either. Work for some of you could be a challenge for the month as well. January. We expect big changes and things to happen in January, and when our job is just the same old job it was a week ago in 2018, we finally feel, I don't know, there's a feeling comes over personally, so what, there's a disappointment, so what, nothing's changed, everything's the same. I'm bored, I'm restless, because we expect this freshness, And it isn't always like that in January. Sure is in April. You know, when spring comes around, yeah, you feel that. You literally, physically feel the difference there. But some of us we get disappointed in January. There is no big change. There is no big bells and stuff going off. As a matter of fact, we can feel pretty tired in January. We can feel like our energy is being drained because we've got too much on the go. And you say, how can you have too much on the go on one hand and be bored with everything? Because you're not being fed properly. And the only way you can be fed properly is you have to feed yourself. If you feel bored, but yet you're overwhelmed and you're busy, start setting boundaries. Cut back a little bit. And that extra time you find yourself with now, it goes on you. This is going to be a year for a lot of people for self-assertiveness and realizing you have a right to be where you are. You have a right to stand where you are. You have a right to apply yourself, to voice your opinion, to do what it seems everybody else can do and get away with except you every time you open. Because I go through that. Excuse me. I can't. Other people on like Facebook, you know, I hate Trump, I hate Obama, this and that. If I was to, you know, and it's accepted and it's just discussed, whatever, nobody gets into fights or anything like that. Not in my groups anyway. Not my groups, but my people, my friends on my private timeline. It doesn't come into the channel. But if I were to voice something towards one or the other of those gentlemen, I got people making rude, because they're not used to it from me. So that's my resolution for 2019. But I feel that's a common theme for a lot of us through the new year. Learning to move more self-assertive, realizing the value of our own spirituality and what we mean and what we feel, and you don't even have to say I have a right to be here. Never say that. It just is. It is your right to be there. You don't have to tell anybody that. You can speak your mind and be, you know, forthcoming, and you can be open and all that without being rude. It doesn't mean you have to be rude, but you have as much right. That's what you're going to be feeling. I have as much right to do what I want to do to make me happy. I have a right to be happy. Take it. Work on that through the year. And go with that. Set your boundaries if you're feeling overwhelmed. Your fifth and final card, your message from Spirit, is the Page of Cups and Imagination. This is a really good card. This card, there's messages or approaches towards you in your life to bring you out more. And we're looking at the fun side of life here. Being highly creative, really allowing your colors to spill over. You know, there's a saying, I don't know, man, I think it was copied, because I thought I coined this when I was like 18 years old. I said to my friend one day, she was someone I grew up with since I was 6 years old, and I looked at her one day, we were 18, 19, walking down the street, a couple hot little chickies, you know, beautiful sunny day, having fun. And I noticed some of the faces that we would pass are people in cars, and they had this, you know, they look so gray. They look so black and white. And then watching people that are black and white as well in the way they live their lives, there's no in between. It's black or it's white. There's no space in between. There's no different shades. There's no different colors. It's cut and dry, everything. And I looked at her and I said, you know what? Because we were so not like any of that. We were very vivacious. And she said, but I said, as far as the world goes overall, the world at large, people like you and me are rare. I said, we're the burst of color in a black and white world. And now I hear that other people saying it, like, you know, these big gurus are using it. And I'm like, I was 18. I never heard that in my life. I thought I was the one that come up with that. I really did. But be that burst of color. And everybody, don't hold back, is what I'm saying. Don't dull your shine for other people. Shine for yourself, for you. Know your worth and know your value. Don't ask how you're valued from somebody else. You'll get a different answer from everybody if they're all honest, and you may not like them all. It's for you. And then the real you starts to emerge. And those that can't handle the real you and you're not doing any harm, let them go. They want the spotlight because you know what? Your spotlight is now blinding. Blinding. You're shining. Come forth and shine. You were given the gift to do that. Don't waste your gifts from the universe. Put them into practical use. Allow yourself to laugh when you want to laugh. Stop and admire a rock when you want to stop and admire a rock. Go fishing. Doesn't matter what it is you want to do. Do what you want to do. You're not hurting anybody. You're enhancing your own life. You're making your life have more substance and more richness to it. And that's a good thing. That's what that card's all about. Your inner child. Having good friends. Could be a new love coming onto the horizon for somebody as well. And growth in love for others. Friendship. It's a beautiful card. Now the mystery card. The theme, the atmosphere, the energy for 20. Oh my God, no way. What are you doing back again? Choices, choices, choices. Some relationships breaking, ending, some ending. A lot of endings with a lot of things, so new things can come in. New love for some of you. And some of you saying, this isn't working for me anymore. And others saying, I have choices here. What do I do? Eeny, meeny, miny, or Tom? You know, careful in your choices, seriously. This card here, this is going to be a theme for you. Choices that are going to make big decisions and big changes. But some of those decisions will lead to great changes in your life and good decisions, solid decisions. Thinking before you speak. Again, not living for somebody else so that you know that they like you. You really have to be you. When you can really be you, and people like you still, even after the ugliness. I've shown ugly face to my friends, you know what I mean? You know, I'm not a talkative person in the morning, really, and, you know, if I have overnight company or something like that, and I get up in the morning, like, I come out, it's nothing personal against anybody, it's me, it's all me. Where's that flipping coffee? Just like you can't make it fast enough. Once I get 2 mouthfuls in, I'm the nicest person you'd ever want to meet. But I know I look annoyed. I'm up and I'm annoyed. You know, where's that coffee? Give me the coffee. That's my life ring first thing in the morning, right? I get annoyed because I have to stop to go pee before I come out to the kitchen when I first wake up. I just want to get to the coffee. But they keep coming back. So I guess, yeah, they keep coming back. Good friends. There's a lot of maturity and growth with this card as well. Seeing things for how they really are, not as how you want to see them, but for their reality. Asking yourself, can I make a change or a difference there? Maybe you can. If so, go for it. If not, question it. Question everything. Question everything. Your dedication is going to be paying off. Anything that you've dedicated, your job, your life, your relationships to, it's going to pay off. I can see that. Not everything will come easy to you this year. Emotions will be running high a lot. It'll be an emotional year. There'll be separations from those that you love or loved. Again, decisions. When decisions are all based on the long-term stuff, you're getting ready for 2020 already. What do you say about that? And that was your reading. The readings are running long. I'm sorry, and I'm trying to be quick about it. Good heavens. Before I forget, intuitivecandles.com, 100% soy-based candles. This is not my company. These are a local company that I promote. And this one is Majestic Rose that I'm burning tonight. It's my #1 top favorite. It smells like real rose, not like the dollar store candles that you get. Or the ones that are too sharp and they just hurt you between the... This is a beautiful soft rose smell. It is so authentic. It's unbelievable. 100% soy-based, not bad for your health when the wax melts down. The basis is you light and you reveal your hidden gifts, such as beautiful, wrapped, caged stones, every stone you can think of, and pendulums and trees of life And I've got all kinds. And these are beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things. Go to intuitivecandles.com. Use a promo code for 10% off your order. BOFF10. That's Bay of Fundy Fortunes and the number 10. Remember to use that promo code if you're so inclined to order one of these and see what your gift, and the gift picks you. Whatever comes out, it's appropriate for where you're at in your life at that time. All right. So if you'd like a private reading with me, look down below this video window, read through once, email me. You don't. I've been away for a while, and I'll get you taken care of. Please join us on Facebook. I know some of you hate Facebook. That's okay. But join us on Facebook for those of you that would like. And we're under Bay of Fundy Fortunes. It is closed group. It is a private group. Nothing leaves the group. It's a very relaxing group to be in as well. And very supportive. And I think that's it. Anybody else, if you're looking for me, you don't find me here in Bay of Fundy Fortunes. You'll find me walking down below along the water's edge down the cove that hold the highest tides on the whole planet. The beautiful and the bountiful, the Bay of Fundy. Check it out. It's a fact. We get the highest tides in the world here. And anyways, that's where you usually find me, no matter where I'm at in this whole province. The Bay of Fundy's right there. So yeah, keep the peace in. I'm not going to go on and on. Keep the peace in. So you can share that light and that love out with the rest of the world. Smile at a stranger today. Hold the door open for something. Do a goodwill gesture. Pay it forward. I bet you somebody's done it to you already. Bye for now, and hope to see you next time.